Hey there, good friends. Welcome back to episode 13 of my Dyson Sphere Program series. I'm Icon, and today I want to go really deep into automation. While I have successfully automated most parts of the science here, I am really unhappy with my automation in general. There are so many things which I'm still building manually in this factory generally. And last episode we finally managed to automate the production of accumulators and solar panels, which was, in my humble opinion, a really big breakthrough, because the automation of these materials will now help me to actually set up a massive power farm on this planet. So good job on that, because it's all sustainable and really basically for free. So what I want to do today is I want to set up the foundations for a real factory. Well, a real factory, if you get my idea. And we're going to start today to lay out big plans, like really big plans. I want to hover to yet a completely different part of that factory here, and I just want to lay down a more solid foundation. This here, I mean, it looks shoddy. I don't like how it's planned. I don't like how it's working efficiency-wise, but it's mine. I did it, and it works. It produces science, and it really does that quite decently, so I'm not that unhappy as I could be. But what really bugs me now is that I have to create all those buildings manually, and there are so many things I have to do manually, and you've seen that during the series for sure, that I am at a point where I really need and want to reduce that. So that's where we're going to what we're going to start today. I'm preparing a lot of Tesla towers here because I want to carry all that stuff over to the other side of the planet, because I've already figured out the site where I want to work, and that's going to be this little area here. We have access to iron, copper, even more iron, and well, we will have to create a pretty long line for the copper later, but this is one of the best spots I've found for the remainder of this planet. And this site here is supposed to also bring me, well, basically into the next system, because that's our next big step. So we're going to need lots and lots of smelters and assemblers, and yeah, there's going to be a lot of strain on our production here. So I'm trying to prepare as good as I can. So we got these items. Do I have mining machines on me? And you see here, that's just exactly what I'm talking about. This has to stop. Like right now, I keep being helpless without grabbing all these items, so... But I think after the miners have been set up, I'm gonna roll over there and set up my camp. Mining machines here. Okay. And let's maybe grab a few belts right ahead before we set off, because I already know how often I run out of belts. Maybe pick up some steel as well. Some iron plates here in advance. Some copper plates won't hurt either. Stone, I'm pretty good. Alright, so sometimes I wish we could set ourselves some markers, because I keep missing the spot, or I keep forgetting the spot where I want to work. The perspective is making things easier. Or here, like that's something, or maybe I'm missing the feature, but so it's basically just around the corner here. I need to go past these solar panels and I'm already there. Okay, so with enough solar panels, it should be quite easy to set up a a system which has sunlight pretty much all time of the day.
Done building the...
Like, if you just drop down panels on both halves of the planet at some point, it's always, the sun is shining always on one half of the planet. Or what I was also considering, the polar regions are also pretty interesting in this department, because in the polar regions the sun is always circling around the pole, so that was something I was thinking about as well. Alright, so we just gonna be laying down now some power network, so we don't have to do that later. Just to make sure that all the spots I'll be working at are powered up. Okay. So, as you see here at this polar area, it would be quite easy to just plaster this place with solar panels, because it's gonna be always either this side lit or this side lit, because that's how a polar cap works. I really want to do this actually. So we're gonna start leveling this area here. Of course, I won't be having enough soil piles as of yet, but we're gonna get there. Yeah, I know I don't have enough soil pile. Okay, but maybe I'll just smack down a few of those while I'm here, because, you know, it's not really costing me anything. So here we go. Paying a lot of attention to just drop as many panels on... I'm trying to drop them as parallel as possible. Well, not that easy. But that's 5 on this side and 5 on that side. I mean, maybe I'm taking this wrong, so please correct me if I understand something wrong about the mechanics here, but let's just do it like that. Little polar cap solar farm. There we go. So these aren't connected. Okay, so now we got this. That's a little bit of power generation. Let's see, how's my grid working out? 7. Wait a sec. That's not quite possible. There must be... Exactly. There's no consumption on the grid. I can't believe that. So here, 41 megawatt. But this little farm up there already produces 7 megawatt, so I'm not that unhappy with that. Alright, so I'd say we just check out the map one more time. So we'll have access to copper here, access to iron here. So I'd say I'm going to use this area here to turn all that raw ore into something useful, and then we're going to process these materials below that. So this all will be used for this process. Stone can be baked into this as well. Not bad. I like that. Okay. So this time I want to be a little bit better organized, you know. But I really do like how these solar panels are right now working out. It's just pretty cool that polar caps are just such good power accumulators. So basically I would really like to do this at the opposite pole as well, and just connect them with Tesla towers, because, you know, it's free power. It's absolutely free power. And while bigger projects take a lot more resources, I've seen really wonderful screenshots. Where's my miners? Come on. Come on, brain, help me out here. I got eyes, don't I? No, seriously, where are those friggin' miners? There's just some... Okay, well, we're going to go over this. Believe me or not, I'm not seeing them.
You can use the ARG.
But well. So, here we go. We're going to tap all these. And we're going to tap them here. Collide with other object. What other object? Do they mean those trees? If so, or I think the problem is the Tesla tower here, because usually these things don't. Stuff like trees don't stop my machines. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. So already plundering that whole belt. So this one has 7 veins and this one has 7 veins as well. So 7 times 0.5 is 3.5, so these together produce 7 units of ore per second. So while that is more than one belt could pack, I am not that... I won't be stressing here to put that on a tier 2 belt or something like that, because these veins, they will ultimately deplete, and therefore I don't think that there's any particular reason to go bonkers here about that topic.
Splitter with...
Yeah, I know that I built a splitter. I've heard from other people that they don't get hassled by their tutorial advisor as much as I do. So why is my tutorial advisor so persistent, and what can I do against that? Send help. Jokes aside, I think with the February update, which is, I think they announced that around the 10th of February, and I think that will change a lot of things. So we're gathering soil piles somehow again. Alright. So unlike the other times, this time I want to deplete this whole belt, you know? We're going to go for the real deal this time. So, since I said smelting will be happening there, we're going to make smelting happen here. So, I really love it how they built in the planetary curvature into the building system. This is one of the things that makes the game really unique compared to other titles of that genre. And I feel like they're really good, doing a pretty good job on that. So let's weld away those stones. I have no clue why I keep doing that. It would be actually better to just let them get destroyed while I'm planting down buildings, but that's just me. Okay. So, let's see. Each smelter... Yeah, I know that I built a smelter. Please stop hassling me, man. So each smelter produces 1 unit of ore per second. So we're gonna be able to utilize 6 smelters on this belt, because this belt transports 6 units of ore per second. 4, 5, and 6. Alright. Core energy will deplete soon. Please refuel. Okay, good sir. Let me plug in my leech tower. Zap. My battery recharging tower. I like that one. So this is going to supply us with the necessary copper ingots. Is there... Let's see. Copper ingots have uses for in a lot of different items, so let's see. Raw copper is not being used for anything except for that. We're going to need with the iron, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. We're going to need magnets and iron ingots, so we're going to need basically 2 big production strings here. So meanwhile, we're still recharging the mech. Let's feed the beast with some plant material we gathered on the road. How about burning those organic crystals too? I mean, sure, they are not supposed to be used as fuel, but they're just blocking my inventory at this point. And there's some copper ore to be disposed. And there we go. So let's give those poor little guys power. And then So, let's get that rookie factory going, shall we? That's gonna be 6 units of copper plate per second. Oh, no, copper ingots, I'm sorry. There are other terms in this game. This ain't Factorio. So, here we are. That's gonna bring us somewhere. Okay. Now, iron veins, we got those. How many miners do I have? Only one. I need more than that. Okay. So, now let's get into the magnet recipe. To receive 6 units of magnets per second, we will need less than 6 units of ore. So, we are creating 1 magnet each 1.5 seconds, so that makes a production speed of what? We're producing, in 3 seconds, we're producing 2, so that's 2/3 per second. That's not fun. Oh, I hate these ratios. It's truly a pain to calculate, but it's something around 10. It's either 9, then you would, 9 or 10 smelters. Okay, so we're going to need 16 smelters altogether. Or am I thinking this wrong? So one of them turns into, yeah, no, that's absolutely right. In 2 seconds we produce, no, in 3 seconds we produce 2. And if I divide 2 by 3, I receive 0.66. I really hope that this game will have a little bit less of manual calculating in the future, because I know, well, I do enjoy manual calculating, don't get me wrong here, I really do. I'm just that kind of nerd. But I feel like the game is already complicated enough. I don't need to transform to be Calculon here to play this while playing this game, you know. So we're going to do this like that and like that. So here we go. And we unlocked the thrusters. The thrusters were our last missing piece for the interstellar logistics system tech. I mean, don't get me wrong, we're really far away from this piece of tech. But, you know, you have to strive for goals in your life, and to achieve goals you need to set goals. Otherwise you won't be knowing what you're striving for. So, let's see. This one covers 7 veins, but yeah, okay. 6 veins. But how much iron ore do I actually need for this procedure then? So, if I put in... If I use 10 smelters, I'm going to use 10 iron ore over the course of 1.5 seconds. So if I divide that... Oh, gosh. This game needs a calculator! Well, how much iron ore will I need for that process? So... It's still 2/3 of the amount shown here, so 0.66. If I use 10 of them, it's going to be 6.6 units of iron ore. Yeah, of course. So, well, we will need an entire belt of iron ore for that one. Not quite, but part of it. So we're going to make it like that. I got some plan in my mind. So, Where's the smelting facility again? There. Okay. So this bad boy here is exactly what I want. And I'll just go for a strategy like this. This guy here will be the main supplier, and he will be assisted by this extra supplier, I'd like to call him. And we're going to drop them like this. And I'll just drop in this little guy here. And then we'll have some extra firepower supporting this belt here, because it's not going to be quite enough to supply the entire magnet smelting facility. And this guy here will be then supported by the third machine yet again, so the third machine is basically just a supporter for the other two. That doesn't really exactly fit into the calculations because there are none, but I want just one. But it's sure going to be a helpful hotfix here for that situation. Okay, so I'll just put that splitter over here. So it's going to be this connector, it's going to be that connector. Okay, and now let's check out. Is there already enough foundation or soil pile available? Yeah, we plundered quite a lot of soil pile here. That's good. There we go. Oh, I want to get rid of those here as well, to make sure we got a nice platform to work on. So let's pick up the belt here. And, well, yeah, I just want to merge this as soon as possible. So we're just... yeah, why not? Let's do it like that. This goes in here. That goes in there. Okay, then. So, I'll just output the magnets over here. Pretty sure I'll be running out of belts quite soon, but that's okay. Let's see. Yeah. These will go together quite well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll just leave it with 9 and not 10 because, you know. Oh, I completely forgot. Let's see. Wait a sec, that was wrong. Recipe copied. I can't say that's really handy for my keyboard configuration, but at least it saves me a little bit of time. Okay. There we go. Let's drop that belt down here. Oh, we need more sorters. And at the end of this, I hope I will be able to create all the necessary building stuff for my factory and get further than that, you know. So let's connect them. And here goes the output. Alright, so we'll have now access to the utmost basics, but that's just a good start. Alright, let's keep going with the with the iron plates. So how many smelters I got? Not enough. I'll need 4 more. Luckily with the iron ingots the recipe is a lot easier again. We just go 1 for 1. With the steel, let's see. We'll need 1 unit of iron ore per second, and we're going to need 3 iron ingots per second to create 1 steel bar per second. Okay, so to create 6 of them per second we would need insane amounts of smelting. I'll leave that up for now, but with 1 complete smelting column I can produce 2 units of steel per second. I'll leave it with that for now. So we'll need 2 more smelting columns here. So I'll leave that for now for steel production, and we're going to dive into that steel production right away. So I'll need actually more smelters than that. Or will I? No, we'll go for iron plates next. So there's another iron deposit here, which we will tap into. So, well, okay, we're going to go for our iron plates here. Just changed my mind. But I don't want to be that far away from this sector here. So I'll just roll over here. Mostly because I don't want to have so much interference up there. So here we go. I hope it will work out. I want to keep this area here free for later. Okay, but seems like we're now running out of belts there. Okay, but that's looking a lot better than my first attempts in my humble opinion, because this starts to be a lot more organized and structured there. So we're going to go for this, and here, yeah, that's gonna be, could be close enough, but no, I want to separate that like this. So here we're going to create iron ingots, and like I feel like this is a way easier way of achieving the recipe copy by just shift left clicking. Feels a lot more easy to achieve. Okay, and there we go. There goes the product back outside. And I'm acquiring soil piles to no end. That's good. We're going to need those later. But now I seem to be completely out of material, but that's not really an issue anymore, because, you know, we're almost able to sustain ourselves here. But my core power is depleting soon. So let's eat some trees. You know, if your core power runs low, just numb some trees. Me robot, me eating tree. That's just how it works. There's a lot of megajoule per tree in it. Okay, so we got this now, and now I want to have these procedures rolling, because I want to hand loot the iron ingots, of course. So, just casually grabbing the stuff here from the grid. And we're just able to handcraft more and sorters afterwards. Alright. Yeah, so next episode we're going to create steel for that reason. And yeah, well, I don't see myself able to put up more copper than that right now. I would need another deposit. If I would claim that deposit there, I could put up another smelting area for copper, but yeah, well. The only thing lacking now is the steel, but for the steel production I want to facilitate that entire iron patch here and see what I can do. I mean, the good news about this area here is I got 3 iron patches which I can decimate for the whole situation here, but yeah. So next episode we're going to create steel, and I'm pretty sure I'll be able to start building the area where I'm going to produce all my other stuff. Alrighty, so thanks for watching, friends. Drop me a comment down below. Leave me a like or a subscribe as well if you want to support the channel. Also, feel free to check out the content on my channel as well. If you like this kind of game, you might be finding something you might want to watch there as well. Until then, have a good time and see you soon. Bye bye.